What's happening, man? Getting ready to... I'm at home, if you can tell. A little puppy just came up to see me. He's a puppy! Half pit bull, half boxer. He's just a baby. Oh, and I got another one. We went and got two of them. He's just a baby. And then we got the big dog. He's outside. But I'm at home. I wanted to talk to some of you guys about Friday. If you watch one of my videos, victim of trucking, I ended up at a truck stop. So anyway, right after I did that video, this truck stop's like a little shitty truck stop. A big gravel parking lot, basically, with a tiny little diner up front. And across the street, there was actually a motorcycle place. So that's about it. That's the only stuff that was around. So I decided to walk over and check out the motorcycles, because I got a motorcycle, a little piece of crap Honda, but I'm going to ride it back to the OC tonight, because it's nice out, save some gas. Like I said, I'm 45 minutes away. So anyway, I step outside, and there's another trucker there, and he toots his horn. So he gets out, and he wants to talk. And, which is fine, you know, he's out there, he's probably lonely, you know, wants to whip up a conversation, so I oblige him, and he comes out, and he's like, you going over there to that diner? I'm like, oh, I don't know, I might, you know, I'm going to go check out the motorcycle. Well, if you go over there, man, don't get the shrimp, it's like $12, and you get like 4 shrimp, so he's trying to start a conversation. I mean, beeps his horn, gets out to talk to me, so we start talking a little bit, and, you know, it ends up, you know, he's an OTR guy. So he's an OTR guy, and I didn't really tell him much of my situation. I said, oh, I'm on a dedicated account. You know, I didn't give him if you guys watch my other videos, I was OTR for 2 weeks. Wasn't for me. I'm making sure my dogs weren't eating one of my shoes. So anyway, it wasn't for me, and I happened to make the comment. I said, you know, I got a lot of respect for you OTR guys. You know, you know, I got a lot of respect for you guys to be out there all the time, which is maybe it was my fault, because I opened up a door, because, I mean, the dude was a little weird, you know. Like I said, he didn't bother, you know, he's a little weird, but I'm like, you know, I'll help him out. I'll talk to him for like 10 minutes, you know, anyway. So, I got a lot of respect for you OTR guys. Then he proceeds to, and this is where maybe I'm a wimp, you know what I mean? I get defensive sometimes, or not defensive, but sometimes things bother me that maybe shouldn't. But after I open up that door of I got a lot of respect for you, he proceeded to tell me how he had a buddy, and his buddy couldn't take or handle OTR. And I didn't like that. You know, that people that don't do OTR can't handle it, or they can't take it. So I let him go on for a little bit, and then he started actually bragging about how he had a wife and a 1-year-old, and he started bragging about how, yeah, it was my 1-year-old's birthday, man, but I was out in the truck making money, and that's when I kind of had enough, and I kind of looked at him, I said, you're bragging about that? And that's when he kind of, you know, he kind of knew that maybe I wasn't so receptive, like, you know, to what he was saying. He's like, well, no, I'm not bragging about that. I'm like, yeah, you know, I mean, I didn't really say anything. He's like, well, I'm not bragging about it, but I'm just saying I got to do what I got to do. And I'm like, hey, that's cool, you know, I respect that. But here's my problem I had. Don't think the OTR guys, and I've heard this a lot from other OTR guys, like people that aren't OTR who have tried it and don't do it, can't handle it or can't take it. Dude, I didn't take anything. You know what I mean? What I choose to do, like, I'm not really judging them you know, for being OTR. I mean, maybe, you know, I'm not being like, yo, you can't handle being at home. You can't take getting a $10 an hour job and living through it to be around your kid. Like, you can't handle that. You can't take that. I don't look at it that way. You know, I could. So I don't look at people that are OTR and decide to go local or do something else like they can't handle it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that was my big thing, and got under my skin. Like I said, I've heard OTR guys say that before. Like, these guys that can't handle being out for 4 weeks. Can't handle it, can't take it. I understand. I don't know that dude's story. You know what I mean? He's probably doing what he's got to do for his family, but I'm not looking at him like, what are you doing? Why aren't you there for your kid? So don't look at other people. I'll tell you one thing. My trainer and I met another guy. Both of them were another older guy from Schneider, and both of them were OTR guys. Now, my trainer, he had 3 kids. His wife never worked, and he went out. And I have so much respect for that. Like, his wife stayed at home and raised the kids. You know what I mean? Instead of, like, putting them in daycare. And he said, hey, you know, he made a sacrifice. You know, you got to weigh out your pros and cons and what works for you. And same thing with this other older guy. He had 4 kids, and his wife stayed home while he went out because maybe he couldn't make the money local. You know, he made the money that he needed to make. Because let's face it, if he's working, he makes 80 grand OTR. That's not that much money if his wife's not working. You know what I mean? That'd only be $40,000 a piece. So I had a lot of respect that he made that sacrifice for his family. So, you know, I mean, you got to weigh out your pros and cons. But OTR guys, don't say, you know, we can't handle it. You know what I mean? That's insane. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I do marathons and triathlons. See, you can't handle it? Come on, let's go train. What's wrong? You can't handle it? No, you choose not to do it. Hey, I got hard things to do. It's not something I want to do. You know what I mean? So I thought I'd share that little story with you guys. So if you're thinking about trucking, Schneider has been outstanding. They have dedicated and home weekly accounts, and they have OTR. You know, OTR might work out for some people, even if you got a family at home. Like I said, you know, that guy even said, he's like, you know, I don't want to work some $10 an hour job. I totally understand that. Like, I totally understand his position of going out in OTR, but don't look at the other guys and be like, oh, you can't handle it, can't take it, you know, you ain't doing that much, you know what I mean? So, that's my shtick. That's my new video on, I'm going to call it OTR, I can't handle it. All right, guys. Be safe out there. Any questions, any comments, anything you want to say, it's fine with me. I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe. See ya.